A big news about the Philippines is currently a hot topic, and we need to talk about this. It seems like the Department of National Defense has finally confirmed what we have been talking about, which is the acquisition of the 8 incoming destroyers. Others call this frigates. In addition, they also shared some more details about these ships, including their origin and the capability that they will bring to the Philippine Navy. This was a hot topic few days ago and slipped by Sec Teodoro. That is one of the recent hot and trending topic that caught the attention of many Filipinos. But then there's still no official announcement coming from the DND or the Philippine Navy regarding this matter. There's so many questions about this. Where did it come from? What can it really do? When are they arriving? And is it true that they were already paid for? Well, as much as I want to answer all of those questions, I can't because I don't have all the answers. But luckily, the Secretary of National Defense, Carlito Galvez Jr., announced yesterday during his visit at the naval base Heraclides in Sasa, Davao City, that indeed the Philippine Navy is getting 8 new frigates. According to the article published by the Philippine News, he said, "We are acquiring 8 frigates, to brand new and 6 second-hand." He added that the 6 former JMSDF Abukuma-class destroyers from Japan are already on their way to the Philippines. So this means that the ships that we have seen docked at the Cam Ranh port in Vietnam last week are really the ones intended for the Philippine Navy. Also, this statement confirms that we are indeed getting 2 brand new frigates. So they're going to be delivered brand new, meaning we didn't get any second-hand frigates aside from the 6 ex-destroyers. Regarding when they are arriving, according to the statement of Secretary Carlito, the 6 ex-destroyers are expected to arrive in June. As for the 2 new-build frigates, they are expected to start arriving in 2026. Also, he said that President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. himself is pushing for the modernization of the Philippine Navy. And this is clearly evident in the recent 2023 national budget, where a big chunk of it was allocated for the modernization of the Philippine Navy. And since we're already talking about the budget, there's been a lot of talks regarding how much did we pay for these ships. And again, I can't answer that question because it was never released to the public. But I am sure that it will be revealed eventually. As for now, let's focus on what the Philippine Navy will gain from this transaction. The 6 ex-destroyers that we are getting are indeed from Japan. They are part of the Abukuma-class of destroyers. A total of 9 ships were built. The first ship was launched in 1995, and the last one was launched in 2004. These ships were primarily anti-submarine warfare focused, hence the single large hangar that they have. This is unlike the smaller compact hangars that you can find on multi-purpose frigates like the F-105 or the FREMM that we have talked about in the past videos. These ships were designed with a displacement of 3,800 tons standard and 5,500 tons full load. It has an overall length of 151 meters, a beam of 17 meters, and a draft of 4.6 meters. It can make a maximum speed of 30 knots and has a range of 4,500 nautical miles at 15 knots. Its complement is 10 officers and 130 enlisted personnel. In terms of armaments, it can be armed with a single 5-inch gun at the bow, and it can accommodate a helo. Plus, it has a flight deck that can operate the SH-60 Seahawk helicopter. But more importantly, it has a sonar and torpedoes, which means it is capable of anti-submarine warfare. So how does this ship fit into the Philippine Navy? How about its capability? Can it be compared to the recently acquired F-105 frigates? First of all, the frigates that we are getting is technically classified as a destroyer. However, we all know that there is no clear distinction anymore between a frigate and a destroyer. Even the U.S. Navy doesn't have any. They use the term Arleigh Burke-class, whether it be a destroyer or a frigate. The fact is that these ships are quite comparable to our newly acquired F-105 frigates. Few will notice the displacement of the XJ-MSDF destroyers is 3,800 tons standard and 5,500 tons full load. Compare that to the F-105's 6,400 tons standard and 7,400 tons full load. And yes, the F-105 is bigger, but still, both of them are in the same category. As for armament, the Philippine Navy plans to re-equip these destroyers with new missiles, which will surely pack a punch. But we still don't have any news yet on what type of missiles will be installed on these ships. But again, we'll wait for the official announcement of the Philippine Navy regarding this matter. But here's what I have. For now, based on the available data that we have, the Filipino people will get an idea on how powerful these ships can be. Again, the XJ-MSDF destroyers are equipped with a single 5-inch gun and anti-submarine warfare assets such as sonars and torpedoes. These ships are multi-role and multi-purpose, and they can perform a wide array of missions. In terms of air defense, it is reported that they will have the capability to intercept aircraft flying at low altitude and high speed. But we don't have any data as to what type of missiles will be used for this purpose. But again, this will be revealed in the future. Now, we all know that one of the biggest problems of the Philippine Navy is its lack of capabilities against submarines. If you remember in my previous video, I mentioned that the only thing that we have right now to counter submarines is through the use of our S-90 helicopters via dipping sonar. However, even with this new acquisition, we still don't have any direct assets against submarines other than the torpedoes that it can carry. There are so many threats in our region right now, and having ships that can counter submarines is very, very important. But again, as of now, the only asset that we have right now is its torpedoes. Maybe in the future, we can expect that it will be equipped with anti-submarine warfare missiles, but this still needs to be confirmed. Aside from air defense and anti-submarine warfare, these ships are also capable of surface warfare. Now, we don't have any data as to what type of missiles it will be using, but based on the available documents that we have, these are the list of armament that it can carry. So based on this, it can be armed with surface-to-air missiles, surface-to-air surface missiles, anti-submarine warfare rockets, anti-ship missiles, cruise missiles, anti-torpedoes, chaff decoys, and electronic jammers. So the ships that we are getting can be multi-role. It can be used for air defense, anti-submarine warfare, and surface warfare. The estimated arrival date of these ships is on June of this year, and this is something that we should all look forward to. But please be reminded that these ships alone cannot solve all of the problems of the Philippine Navy. There are still so many issues that need to be addressed, and there is still a long way to go. Again, these ships can be a force multiplier, but they cannot be the end-all and be-all. It's just like buying additional weapons for your team. Having an additional player or a substitute player cannot win the game. It will still depend on the skills and teamwork of the players on the field. As of now, the main priority of the Philippine Navy is the capability development of its personnel. The more assets that we acquire, the more we need to train our people on how to operate and maintain these assets. And that's it for now. Guys, again, let us wait for the official announcement of the DND and the Philippine Navy regarding this matter. We'll wait for the official document and press release regarding this. But in the meantime, we can all celebrate the fact that soon enough, we will have 8 more warships in our inventory. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this with your friends. If you have some questions or some thoughts about this, please comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.